Hello and welcome to episode 64 of Aurei Plays 7 Billion Humans. We have 3 levels left to go. Goodbye Humans, Defrag Ordered, one part of the optimization, and then Sorting Floor. Last time I went with this in order to warm up, but it ended up taking all of my session, which is fine. I'm still very happy that we managed to make that happen. So instead, I'm gonna look at this one and see what we can do over here. Must enter exit to the convenient hall at the bottom. The last worker and only the last worker must say goodbye. Okay, let's see what they're doing and how. Let's see. Okay, command-wise. Okay, let's try command first. So my guess is that we can just do if this is not a hole, just step randomly in one of these directions and repeat that. Like this. If it is a hole, then let's just try this. Like if this is a worker or this is a worker or this is a worker, tell everyone goodbye. Actually, so that goes in the else. So let's change it around. So if this is not a worker, and then make this an end. Yeah. And then afterwards we step down. Oh, I guess. Okay, so if that is a hole, and this is yes. Okay. So we need to make sure that the I mean it's okay. No, it's not. It doesn't work out like that. Let's see. Okay, let's just say, hey, let's say if, because instructional, yeah, we have some left. So if this is not a wall, step there, and then jump back into this. Right, that should be enough. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, this is kind of problematic. We can't use the randomness because there's just a nice hole here. Yeah. That's kind of unfortunate, actually. Let's see. Okay, maybe we should just use it with workers. Or it's not. Is a worker or it's nothing. Just step there. If this is a worker. No, okay, so what we can do is we can say, hey, if so we can extend this condition, right? So we can say if this is not a hole, and this is not a hole, and this is not a hole, then we step there, or we step randomly, and then we can just repeat like this. If this is not a wall, then we're basically here, then step there, jump back. Let's see how that works out. Okay. Oh, someone, yeah, walked into the hole. Wait. Yeah. Okay. So we can actually still walk over here, which is weird. I would get you would get stuck in an infinite loop. Okay, yeah. So then, basically, they're getting stuck. Yep. Let's see. Yeah, what would we want to do? I mean, what we could do is sort of see. I'm gonna try something interesting, I guess. Okay, so what I have in mind is we could use the get the nearest worker, right? And step there. Let's try that. Let's just clear this. Yep. Okay, so if below is nothing, step there. Else we get, or I guess not else. Sorry. Yeah. Let's do else. We get the nearest worker and step there. So basically this creates a lot of downward pressure, and you can just repeat that. But if below is a hole and there is a wall, then we're gonna say, hey, if there is a worker, or there is a worker, or there is a worker, tell everyone. Oh no, I made this mistake before, so it should be inverted, right? So if there's no workers, tell everyone goodbye, and then step down. Okay, let's see what this gives us. Yeah, this looks like it might. Is it working? It's not gonna work because these are all gonna get stuck and they never go for the left. Yeah, so that's, I guess, not. It might. No, we can't make this work, I think. That's unfortunate. Okay, let's keep this. We'll need it. Let's think of something else. So basically, I mean, what we do want is, hey, if this is nothing, step there. If this is nothing, let's just just try the very naive approach, right? With sort of a loop and a state machine, basically. If this is nothing, step there. If below is a hole and this is a wall, then we're gonna do this and then jump. Actually, yeah, you can jump. No, okay, so yeah, and else we're gonna step, and then afterwards we're gonna step down. Okay, let's see how this works out. Like, this should be totally fine, right? Yeah. It works out fine. And I guess let's see how this is speed-wise. So it's actually not that fast, but it does use only 11 commands. So let's do it like this. See what happens if that's faster. It's not faster. I'm kind of curious how. Yeah, I guess. That's interesting. Like, I guess you could put this in the else, right, to make it faster. Because then they constantly. Or actually, yeah, you could just cascade it into the else's to make it. That should make it faster. And actually, so what I guess you want to do is say, hey, if there's two walls, so if there's we can add that in. So if there is a wall, like there's no place where you have two walls like that, right? So if that is a wall and that is a wall, then we step there. Yeah, that's just a nice like speed up, right? So actually we can yeah, I guess we'll put it up there. Let's see how that performs. Wait, what? Oh, she was about to say goodbye because she thought she was the last one. Okay, let's focus for a minute. I wanna go ahead and try the to see if we can make the okay, so what we can do, so we have or this is nothing, and then I think we say some instructions. I think this should. Oh, it does not work. Let's see why it does not work. Okay, so oh, she was saying goodbye for some reason. Let's see. Wait, why would you do that? I guess if the tile below her is empty. Yeah. Okay, so let's, instead of doing worker, doing is so yeah. Instead of doing, oops, that's not what I wanted. So instead of saying it's not a worker, Let's say it is nothing. Because that will prevent people from here at the top going, hey, goodbye. Okay, someone over there managed to do that. I guess we'll do a double check here that below is actually a hole. And I guess, over here is a wall. Just have to full check there to make sure it was safety instruction, right? Yeah. Yeah, this should be fine, I guess. Excellent. Okay. So this has got to be the size challenge. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Yep. So we could do. At some point, you could do something with nearest hole, right? So if you're at a wall. But that seems kind of awkward, but I guess if you see like 2 pieces of wall here, then you can go, hey, nearest hole, jump in it. Except that you need to know what to do, or when to say goodbye. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna end this level here, and we're gonna come back to it later for the speed challenge. But I am sort of warmed up. I'm pretty happy that we got this. So let's try and take a look at one of the others. Let's look at defrag ordered. So let's see what we got. So this gets us I think it should be the size challenge that we got here. Yeah, I think so. But let's verify that. And let's just see what's going on. Yeah, so I guess what we did is we did this strategy, but what we could do is some strategy where we like walk from the top, and then whenever we've had an empty space, we go and find something to put there. That seems like a reasonable strategy. And it's basically what we do now, except we don't need to walk all the way back up, right? So the problem is, yeah, so I guess it doesn't matter, right? Because once you encounter a block, it means you can drop it. So it's just so much more efficient. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that will be what we'll do for speed. So let's copy this over. Let's paste it. Yep. Okay. So what we want to do. Initially, we do want to walk up. Right? Yeah, that makes sense. But we never want to go back to that. We want to go say, hey, if this is... Yeah, I am going to throw this away just to be able to do it from scratch, because that's just going to be so much more reasonable, basically. Okay, so if this is not a hole, step there. So we'll start with walking diagonally. I'm not sure if it's faster. I don't think it is, but it might help. Then if this is no, let's walk to the left first. If that's not a hole, step there, and then if this is not a hole, step there. Okay, then jump. So now they're at the top left. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put them in a state machine, basically. So we're gonna set mem1 to be 0. Then we're gonna if this is not a whole step, right? We might need to make a jump here actually at some point. So let's start with if I'm currently standing on nothing. We're gonna set mem1 to be 1. Else actually. So else if then we are standing on a data cube. So if mem1 is equal to 1, pick up, and then we're gonna go step left as long as if this is nothing, step left, and repeat that. If that particular spot is a hole, then we're gonna step up, then step left, is not a hole, step, or step right actually. So we're basically now saying, hey, if we're at the edge here, just go up and walk all the way to the right. Then we're gonna say, hey, yeah, so we're gonna walk like this, and then we'll continue doing what we do here. So if it to the left is not nothing and not a hole, then we currently are at the place where we need to drop our cube. So then we drop, and then we jump back to this point. Okay, so if nothing, we're gonna do that. If not, then yeah. Then if well, I guess if it is a hole, then we're gonna walk down then to the left. And we'll need a jump here, right, to this point. So if it is a hole, so in the else, then we're gonna step down 1. Then if this is not a hole, step to the left. So basically, and we will repeat that, and once we fall through, we're in a position where let's see, does that work? Yeah, so we're looking for the empty hole, and we end up all the way back here. So this should be fine, I think. Okay, it's clearly okay. There's something. So the problem is nothing. Let's change this to is not a data cube. And same thing here, is not data cube. Yeah, that should be a lot better. Oh, okay, they ran into a hole somewhere. Let's see, why would they do that? If they've picked up a cube, and then they're gonna step left if it's not a data cube, and if it's not a hole. Okay. Okay, so they have a problem with when to drop it. If this is a hole, then oh wait, this should be repeated, right? So if this is a hole, step up, then jump. Then as long as it's step right, and then jump back to this point. Okay, yeah, this looks better. Oh, okay, so there's a problem with you're walking back, and you notice that, yeah, okay, so let's see. So if that's not a data cube and that's not a hole, let's see. So where is the problem now? If you want to try to, if it is a hole, just go back up. If that is not a data cube and that is not a hole. Yeah, so if this is a data cube, then you'll need to step down and walk to the left. So as long as this is not a hole, step to the left. Because basically what it means is we've gone up here, but we haven't figured out that this is empty. So this might cause issues actually, but I think it will be fine. Let's see. Yeah, so she is now... Okay, no, that didn't work out. What did I forget? I forgot a jump. So there should be a jump here. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah, so this went fine, right? So the 6 should have been dropped. She tried to drop it here, but she couldn't, so... Yeah, and they're not getting stuck, so that's excellent. So the question is this faster than the other method? And my gut says yes, but we'll have to see. Ooh, I guess they could remember. Yeah. Wait, did I not do it in order? That is us. That's kind of awkward. Okay, so what we can do here is we can set current direction, right? So then basically, yeah, so the problem is we can't, I mean we can do this, right? So okay, so let's try that. So let's try walking towards the spot that they remember. So let's get rid of all of this and let's step mem1. If that is nothing, or if it is a data cube, then we're gonna need to step right and go back. This seems actually really good, because we need to scan in order to find the next cube, but if we want to drop it, then we can just go back. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go if this is not a hole, I guess. If this is not a hole, step right. Yeah, let's just try it like that. If it's not a hole and this is not nothing. Let's just see. Like this is a shortcut. It will fail in some cases, but it doesn't actually work. Okay. if current direction, or we'll need is not 0. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay, so it's not a data cube, and mem1 is not 0, or is 0 actually, then we're gonna set it. Okay, so the problem is if location is not mem1, step mem1. I think that's how it might work. Okay, I guess it doesn't work like that. Pick up. Okay, let's just slow it down a little bit. The idea is clear. I think this should work, but I'm not quite sure why. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this episode here, and we're gonna continue with this next episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.